Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Sing it again. Third time's the Martha fucking charm, as the old phrase goes. Oh, we're getting it. We're getting it. Afternoon stream. If you're familiar with me, all wrongs reserved. If you're familiar with me, that's pretty rare around here. Should be live tonight as well. Going to the racetrack this evening with Pops. That'll be fun. He and I haven't done that in a good while. I was pulling up the MCC here right before I hit live, and I was thinking back to it was entirely a friendly joke. I never took any offense to it, but something my ex had said to me, I think when I was pulling up Halo Infinite at one point and she was over. It was like 116 hours or whatever played at the time. I don't know, it was some crazy amount, some amount of days, several days, whatever. And she was like, Jesus, that's like a long-term relationship. And on one hand, I felt a little bit embarrassed, and on the other hand, I was like, fuck yeah. That's me, that's Halo. And I was just pulling this up, and I looked here, and I have 40 days, 3 hours, and 1 minute of the Master Chief Collection played. And that's with no multiplayer. That's all campaign with maybe a few hours, handful of hours of custom games with a few homies played. It's almost all campaign play. 40 days. 40 days, 40 nights. And this, of course, doesn't count when I was younger and used to play semi-professionally multiplayer. All the days back in the 2000s. This doesn't count Halo 5. It doesn't count Halo Infinite. I'm sure if you put it all together, everything over the years, it would be 100-something days. Probably 150 over half a year. Hold on, I gotta get a Band-Aid real quick. Can't do the rest in pitch or the correct tone. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, I think I can survive. It's alright. But yeah, between my youth, today, Halo Infinite, Halo 5, it probably would be 150 days? 200? Of my 35, almost coming up here real soon, 36 years. And remember, that's around the clock. Days and nights. That's something. And I got a bit of shame about it. Purely pride, actually. Hey, Tanker. You do have the grumpiest mug sometimes. You really do. I know you're the sweetest pea, but you look grumpy. You got just this... it's like a scowl. That's the way I'd describe it. Oh, come on. Oh, I hope these shots work. Buck psoriasis. Said the Corey. Said the chirp chirp. Alright, no, we don't want Halo 2. That'll be later tonight. Tune in. Satan's Baby Girl and I. Got a thumbnail for that and everything. Me, right now, solo dolo. One thing on the plate. Silent Cartographer. Legendary Iron, which means Deathless. I cannot die. I must beat it entirely without death. I cannot die literally. I suppose I couldn't clickety-clack if I was dead, but cannot die in the game either. There we go. Iron. Grunt birthday party on for Little Beer Fern. You know, it's somewhat tempting to put Boom Skull on. It'd spice things up, but I feel like that's not... God, would that be authentic? I think it... I mean, it doesn't... I want to look at the stats on that. It'd make hunters a little bit... Definitely make hunters scarier. Yeah. Increases explosion radius ×2. I don't know, does that take away from my Deathless? I mean, it makes you die a lot easier too, I'll tell you that. With all the grenade chain reactions in CE. I feel like it would end up making it harder. It would make the rocket launcher a lot more powerful for me, but I could die from it easier too. I could die from hunters easier. Nah, don't fix. We've got it. 5.2x. Alright. Deathless. Alright, turned up the gain on the mic a little bit. Turned down the audio a hair. Midday.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island.
Let's go, Papa J.
The Cartographer is a map room.
Papa J and his chain are in.
The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out quick.
Let's fuck.
Hit it, Marine!
You know what? I'll hit it when I want to hit it. Oh, I hate that sensation. Getting water underneath my watch band. Feels like slime. Oh, good news. Azzy, all y'all, when you watch this back, there was an update for OBS. Felt like they were like 3 weeks late with that. I think that's going to fix some of the technical difficulties I've been having. Felt like they were like 3 weeks late with that, but I think they're constantly trying to keep up with Windows, and yeah, I was so elated when I saw that update. I was like, that should fix it. And right away, no problems. Set up right away. You know, for this whole stream. Knock on it. Alright. See if we can have a positive start. It's amazing. I go do all of this, right? Like, normally you'd start shooting right there, up the beach, blah, blah, blah. But I go do all of this. I take this entry pathway, whatever, right? And by the time I get back to them, they're right there as if I never left them. Here, let me take webcam. And it's gonna... God, that must drive some people psycho, that it's not firmly planted in the corner. I can't tell. How does that... Ain't nobody fucking in here, so... Have to see. Yeah, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, we don't care about time, we don't care about score, we care about what? Not dying. That's so funny, the bolt doesn't even move on the AR, it doesn't cycle at all when the shots are fired. To be fair, original Xbox would not have had the frame rate to do that. Like, it just wouldn't have. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. They definitely heard me.
It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
Yeah, that was dummy, Corey. Just don't lose your shield and you're fine. Yeah, the OG Xbox just would not have had the frame rate to show a bolt cycling. They were already pushing its power to the limit, believe it or not, with this right here. David! What's up? Third time's the charm, dude. No, sir. Reed and Bob. Okay. Okay, let's run it. Alright, I got health packs. There. He's right there. And here. There's another jackal somewhere, I swear. Hopefully the audio is all good. Things are going alright. You know, separation thing has been pretty fucking disheartening, honestly. Sad, but a bit worried about my mom, but she's the toughest lady in the world. You know, she got diagnosed. Really? Okay. She got diagnosed with colon cancer, but it's on the scale of severity. It's just the very end of her colon, so they can remove the cancer.
The Covenant
as long
believes
as it
that what they
hasn't
call the
gone to her
Silent
lymph nodes.
Cartographer is somewhere under
So,
this island.
That was just
The
stupid by
cartographer
me
is
there.
a map room that will lead us to
So a
Halo's
lot of
control center.
Wait,
The island
guess,
has multiple
and
structures and installations. One of them
kind of
contains
looking
the
at
map room.
We're approaching the
two
LZ.
different job options right now.
Get set to come out swinging. Touchdown! Hit it, Marine!
I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, you know, she has surgery on the 1st, and you know, it'll take her some time to recover, and it's definitely not the surgery isn't a small deal. Like, I mean, having a part of your behind removed. So she'll need me and my dad all the way for a few weeks, but that's what I do, dude. And if I'm not good for that, then I ain't good for shit. So, you know, play my theme music, as I say. And let's go. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, seriously, there doesn't need to be anything else on the docket.
It looks like there is a
Been a
path into the interior of
much.
the island.
But life do what it do. I'm not gonna do the cry. Ooh, a 9-piece. I will cry about that which I can control, not scream and cry about that which I cannot. At least not for too long. I think it's okay to do so here and there. You gotta be human, but blaming the world around you or other factors and versus that which you have control over is the fool's errand. So that's kind of the short of it. Absolutely. That's kind of been what my role in the family has been. For the longest time, my sister and I had, how do I put this, disagreements. She felt like, I don't know, I wasn't a very, I guess, successful person in a lot of ways. She has since learned that I had 2 jobs that she actually respected in my whole life. And she has since learned as we've gotten older that me as a big brother, what I do family-wise kind of allows her to have a lot of the freedom that she and allows her to breathe with the parents, because it's not that I take care of them around the clock, or it's certainly not like that, but it allows her to feel better that I'm always here. And my dad's got cancer, my mom's got this, that, and the other, and they're very strong people. Like, I'm not gonna make them out to be weak. Quite the opposite, but I think we've settled into our roles and understand each other better now that we're in our 30s, and I always will have admiration for what my sister has accomplished in maybe a traditional sense. You can be different and still love and respect each other for what you do within family and relationships. You don't have to be the same. You should have difference. You should have different strengths. But yeah, I appreciate you for asking, man. What is it? What are you doing down here this early? You're supposed to be waiting. Good start. Look, I haven't even used a health pack yet. How's David doing? How's David doing? Ah, holy moly. Wait, did I use one? No, I didn't. Cool. Got one left. You said, yeah, he did. What?
Area secure.
Affirmative. Echo 4.
Tonight's gonna be nuts. Halo 2 Legendary. Fortunately, won't be any skulls on. It's co-op, so won't be nothing too crazy. But I've got a Halo 2 solo playthrough I'm doing next week. Blind plus another skull or 2. That's gonna be intense. But now that I'm gonna get my head back on straight
Let's go
up.
find the map room that will show us
It's
the
gonna be
location
fun.
of Halo's control center.
It should be a good watch too. Starting to feel good again. It's been a lot. And AWR has been a great outlet. And I think I kind of let myself get away from that. Now I'm getting back to it. Healthy challenge. Healthy risk. This should always be where... Ooh, I got some relief points. I remember I was supposed to be spending these on Robux. Oh no. Really? Jesus. Okay, well, that's why we got the health packs. I respect the people who have the patience to, like, go after all of the challenges You could basically get Xbox Live for free if you're willing to chase down those points challenges. I'm not. I'm a Halo player. So whatever I get for that, that's how I end up. Oh, look at that pocket. Look at this pocket. Look at him. Beautiful. Okay, before I grab that other OV, let's get home out. Backpacking. Tree hugger. Oh, that's really letting it loose, Bubby. All right. Jesus Christ. Dude, get sleep and get food in you. Both of those things. Man, that's one of the things I appreciate about you. Is you still take the time to drop in for a few minutes or many minutes. And not just drop in, but chat for a bit and show love. Hit a like button. But more than anything, show love. I appreciate that, dude. Whoop whoop. That's real. Jesus Christ. Do you live in the New York area? I can't remember what state you're in. My mom is originally from Jamestown, which is a couple hours from Buffalo. Look at that art. I'm getting this down. This feels good. This run is feeling good. Good. Okay. Ooh, I don't have as much ammo as I'd like in this thing, but yikes! What the fuck, dude? That all went sour really fast. Okay, adjust. There is 3 of them, so. Yay. Oh, Texas, okay. That's right. Yeah, I got a few good friends down there. Yes, we've talked about this. What part of Texas are you in again, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see if this works. Kind of is, I think. Dude, this rules. They cannot get me here. Noted. Just in the back and it's done. Okay, I got the AR. Dallas. That's a big Juggalo city right there. Hey, dude. That's what's up. I'm going to Illinois in a few weeks after my birthday, and I'm hoping when I see the homies over my birthday, they can tide me over, but I'm going to be getting some from Illinois myself. But I will smoke to that. You know, I wonder. The last time I was in Illinois, I had got some super fire. Yes, I do still have some of it left. I am not dry. Don't just let your 32.4% run around loose. It's too fancy. That's dope, dude. Sounds like you got some good people. Yeah, this stuff was like $18 a gram, and that was even at like discount at a dispensary. So this was the thing is, out of state they only let you buy 15 grams. And so I bought a half ounce, and I was like, well, fuck, I want to, maximize, right? So my choice was to either get a pre-roll, and I'm like, I'm not really much of a joints guy, so let me just get a gram of some super fire, and yeah, that's how we end up with this little ditty. Can you really say this little ditty anymore? Isn't that phrase kind of now ruined forever? Don't you think? Don't you think? Can anybody really say this little ditty about anything ever again? Ever? Or is it going to be like the 50-year rule? You know what I mean? Where enough time passes, right? And people will be able to say this little ditty again. Or is it such an old school term as is that by then, it'll just get extinct. Extinctualized. Said the Puritan. You got to admit, I'm bringing up the real questions here today, David. I am bringing the real questions to the viewers on a 79-degree Fahrenheit predicting rain day in Minnesota at 12:55 p.m. On a really good run, Deathless and Halo CE. Deathless. Knock on wood. Someone's gotta love me. I love the first hashtag in this video is hashtag midday live, because it is so rare that I go live during normal human hours. YouTube wants me to go. I had 147 people in here the other night watching at the 147 consistently. It was in the 140s for like, and it was at like 6 a.m. on like a Tuesday or something. I know, right? You see me live at like noon, you're like, huh? And I'm telling you, this video will get like no views, dude. This video will get like no views because it's in the middle of the day. YouTube promotes me at night. And I mean 4, 5, 6 a.m. They start pushing me around 2 or 3, and then around 4 or 5 they really push me. Yeah, and I mean the 4 or 5 regulars will be Like, my regulars in the chat will be like 4, 5, 6, 7. But the numbers I can pull now of concurrent, I ain't lying. I can show you right now. It was 147 live watching. I was like, what the fuck? And I was so dead tired, like, I was only a couple hours in. It was only a 2-hour, 55-minute live. I had to call it, but I was like, dude, what could this grow to if I gave it another hour? But yeah, there's YouTube just recognizes me as the late night guy now, so I know that when I do an afternoon one like this, like it's not gonna, they just don't push me like that. But I want to beat this Deathless, and I wanted to have a recording of it. And here's the other thing, David, is people are starting to now watch me when I'm not live, which is dope. Like, I'll get a bunch of watch hours after the fact, whereas before that was a non-existent thing. I'll get, like, on the low end 20 hours, on the high end over 100 after the fact. Watch hours after
This
the
is
video.
a security
People will
override
watch it
station
later.
for the main facility, located somewhere else on this island. Shut the system down so the Covenant
Yeah, I know
won't be
that.
able to lock
Exactly,
us out.
that's the point, is at
We
least
now have access to the main facility.
I'm now big
Let's find
enough
the map.
that it recognizes my existence and I'm in it. Versus when you probably first found me, you were one of the very first few people I ever got recommended to. That's how it is with all of you that are regulars in here. You were first that YouTube ever was like, hey, you should check this guy out. And y'all actually took a chance on me and you were like, hey, you know, I tell people all the time, yo, some of the smaller YouTubers are actually some of the better ones. Versus these million whatever people. Like, I mean, not to take anything away from them, they clearly had to work hard to get where they were on some level. But some of the more entertaining people, as long as they have a relatively professional setup, and look, mine's not the most professional in the world by any means, but it's okay. Frame rate's fine, sounds fine, you know. Some of the best people are just below monetization or just above, dude. They're like me, right around 500 to 5,000. You never know. Take a chance. That's what you did. Mole Man, Azzy, Satan's baby girl, so on and so, both chases, Christians, one chase. You know? Yeah. Right, and that's because they got it already. They already have the money, dude. They already have the money. They have all the sponsorship. They don't give a shit about the streaming anymore, bro. They don't care anymore. I'm sitting here, I really, really, really want to beat the Silent Cartographer legendary Deathless. And there's something about that you can't replace. There's something about having people, you know, like on my end, I'll talk to you. You come up in here, you enter my chat, I will do my best to talk to every single one of you. Even if it's to my detriment at times. Like, if I die because of it or whatever. Like, I do. You get it. And I know all of you have jobs, you have families, you have lives, and that you have, you know, that you gotta live, and pets, whatever. I care about every one of you that has something going on. You can come up in here and feel like you can talk about that, and it matters, and everybody talks to each other. You know, you can come up in here and type a comment that's a paragraph, and you'll find that at least 2 or 3 of the other people in here will talk to you about it, including me. I really do try to give it that. Because now it's, like you said, some of the greatest to ever do it, and part of me doesn't blame them, like the FaZe guys, but I don't know. On the other hand, if I had it like that, I would feel more obliged than ever. the people that truly support me, like super chats and stuff, that would rule my shit. If you super chat, things like that. They got energy drink deals. The thing is, these guys, some of them, not all of them, some of them are obviously very good at gaming, but most of them are not. I'll say this. Hey, FaZe Clan, 1v1 me in Halo, bro. I bet I body most, if not all of them. And they might say, well, Halo's your game, we play whatever, but and I get a huge part of it is entertainment. You don't have to be the greatest anymore. It's not like I'm 35, about to be 36. You used to remotely be watched playing a video game, you had to be one of the greatest in the world. That's not the case anymore. I'm not the greatest. Not even close. But, I don't know. I think... Look, I have totally figured these fuckers out. I did burn an overshield there. Little embarrassing. Alright, this is where it starts to get... where the run starts to matter. This, to me, is the crossing point of where I go, okay. Do we got something? Yes, no, maybe so. And it's really...
Chief,
there's 2
Bravo
extra
22
grenades
was bringing
there.
us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters,
They
I thought
close
we could
off
use
this
them.
corner. No, they didn't.
Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
I just want to get this Magnum ammo. Again, I'm just to be super clear, like, I'm not saying, like, all these guys, like, suck in this and that. I just think that... I don't know, maybe I'm a different type of guy. I would be really... I'm an intimate type of person, like... Alright, I lost the overshield, but... Don't lose that health. I needed the pistol ammo. That's tough. I think there's one more that's there. I'd rather have 1 million subs, or even 500,000, even 100,000, and have these type of interactions than 10 million and be the G Fuel pusher. Yeah, I mean, I feel like once you're big, you still have to be consistent, still try to be different to make good content and do stuff that people can relate to. It was super risky. It was incredibly risky. But when I say 3rd time's the charm, this isn't my 3rd run on this mission. This is my 3rd time going live. Over and over and over. It was mad risky. But look, I got one more sitting right here. So I knew I could come back and get this. As long as I got out with most of my health, it was worth it because I had the pistol ammo now. I mean, I don't know if she's watching, but like Katie's watched me run this a good bit. I wish Mole Man was here. He's probably asleep. As you'll watch it later, like, it's playing chess, not checkers at this point. Once you get to this point in the mission. I think most, or rather a lot of really good, decent Halo players could get to this point, Deathless. Takes some practice for sure, but getting now to the bowels of the level, the next part, takes ammo planning. Nope. And again, we don't want to let a jackal take my overshield. bit. That's why I grabbed all that ammo. I can just make it so easy on myself. Okay. Otherwise, you can still get them with the AR. You can use nades and... Okay, hit the rock, hit the rock! Okay. I'm just trying to play it as safe as I can. No, you... It's alright. That's some... The flood? You mean like the library? Oh, dude. Dude, no way. I couldn't do that. That's too hard. You're talking about like the level of the flood? Like the library? There's certain levels with them I could do, Deathless. I've got a good few levels I've done Deathless at this point. Just taking a freebie. There's 2 extra, I think. Oopie. Yeah, the live... No way. No way. No way. No way, bro. No way. I'm not good enough. That is for people... And because you gotta remember, David, I play everything full path. That's my rule. I play everything full path. So I don't go out of bounds. I don't use things that would be considered cheats, if you will. I got no problem if you're a speedrunner and that's your thing. But, like, no. That is either for someone astronomically better than me that is in a micro percentage of the population. Or someone who is using some form of cheat manipulating the game. Dog. I think that I could probably get to a point where I could go through the library dying only, like, if I gave myself a limit of 3 to 5, if I worked on it hard enough, I could do that. But Deathless, it would take me like, it'd take me like a year. I like, never say never, like, it's not, but to stream it and it'd take me like 100 no. No. It'd take like 100. It would take, like, the storm I've been stuck on. I beat it Deathless, Halo 3. In practice, I did it on my 3rd try in practice. But when the camera's been on, I honestly attribute a ton of that to terrible marine luck, bad luck, and just things in my personal life that, like, were quite literally just, yeah. I had to rotate. I was like, all right, I got to do something else for a while. So that's how I kind of ended up doing a few other missions. And I was like, well, how about CE? And CE is undoubtedly harder than Halo 3 Deathless. But, yeah, no, you got to switch it up, man. You got to switch it up sometimes. Never say die. Oh, shit, that's right. My new silver polishing cloth came. I finally busted out one of my old chains. It's only like 2 years old, but it's one of my really nice ones that needed the lobster claw fixed. I need to do the same for my rope chain that I got on my birthday for myself 3 years ago in Bloomington, when I was living there, Bloomington, Minnesota, when I first moved back here from Florida. But it got popped when I bent down to go into the refrigerator over there at the townhouse, and it got stuck on like the tray that's inside the door where the butter would go. The Hatchet Man did. And I lifted up and it went pop and broke that lobster claw. I've got it like bent shut, so I could wear it. I might wear this shit tonight. I might want to go out looking like a stud to watch the studs. This chain is one of my, well, it's the nicest one I have. It's made by Jackson. Same with this one too. This one's just Miami Cuban, but yeah, I was like, well, I'll just fold you shut until I can afford to. It's so dumb. They want like $40 for a replacement lobster claw for this. And then they'll usually want like 17 to put on. It's like, I gotta pay like $50-$60 to put on a lobster claw on a chain that's 160-70, which is expensive as shit already for silver. A silver chain, like, it's already on the higher end of what anyone would pay for silver. Yeah, it's don't get me started on jewelers. This is a wrong channel. Let's get back to Halo. I'm gonna go out looking good tonight. Somebody's gotta do it. My mom's not here to clothe me. I used to think rope chains were dumb, and I think that's because when I was younger, every time I saw a rope chain, they were always those super thick, huge ones. And I was like, why would anyone want to wear that? Why would I want to wear an electrical cable around my fucking, you know? And then I was like, oh, they actually make them in realistic white kid sizes that I can afford. Yeah, pretty slick. Hope you have a great stay. Oh, dude, I appreciate you, man. And I'll tell you what, dedicated to you if I do. I appreciate you coming up in the chat and hanging out. I seriously, as always, whoop whoop. Take care of yourself, David. Anytime you get a chance to watch any of them back or whatever, you know, do that too. I seriously appreciate you coming in. Smash that like button. Anybody who's watching, the 3 or 4 of you. It looks like there's 3 likes, so if the 3 have been consistent, they've done their duty on that part. Appreciate you, David. Have a good day, man. Alright, ain't nothing to it but to do it then. See, here they are. As if I never left. The Marines are just fighting. Like, when I got dropped off, it's as if nothing has occurred. I just think that's funny. Get bent! I've always thought that was a funny insult. Get bent. Like, what is that? Okay. Back to fighting. Playing Halo.
Somewhere inside that facility.
Get out!
They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location of the control center.
Oh my, you fucking shithole. Alright, do not drive up and try and run those 3 over. Get out and shoot them instead. It is not worth it. To run them over, you have to swing out the back. And that's how you do it, and it's just not worth it. It's easy to do, but it's...
Lead us to Halo's control center.
I'm dumb!
The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map.
I know better than that. I know better. I'm so much smarter. I'm so much smarter than that. Okay. First one in, that's fine. That was dumb. That was just dumb.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out swinging. Touchdown. Hit it, Marine.
Katie, you've ebbed and flowed. But whoop whoop to that. W's in the chat, as the derpster would say. Where the fuck is he? I know his mom was starting to get on him. He's like, alright, you gotta start getting out of bed before 5 or 6. And you gotta start, and I was like, hey, Dirt. Even I gotta get on me about that. Your mom is right about that. You can't do that every day.
It looks like there is a
I
path
can
into the
DoorDash at night. You don't have to do shit, lucky you. But no, that is not overall healthy to do every day. Even it's summer. You need sun, you're gonna get sad. You're a boy. Trust me. Oh, it's such a sweet little talk. He listens. He listens. It used to be he didn't listen at all. Then it was I'll listen a week from now what you said now. Now we've gotten it down to a day or two, if not sometimes live in concert. I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks. That's really on me, to be honest. No cry. Just on me. I know he wants to get back to Lasso. I honestly just couldn't do it with him because of shit. I'm good now, though. I'm ready to rock. Yeah, what am I doing? I don't even need shit. I'm fine. Full health, ammo, clean. Yeah, I kind of like this afternoon thing. Feels a little weird, but I got sunshine coming in the window. Well, he's gonna eat that. That's damage. He's not dead, but I promise you, homies is hurt. Out. And clear. Watch that. 2. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get 2. But we'll make it 2. 3. Oh, why is it hitting tree? I'm whacking wood! Oh, I don't like that laugh. I just find it to be rude. Woo! 4-bag nade. Come hither. Can I do that one more time? Can I do that one more time? That Ovi nade, and then the I don't know. I think I'm better when I'm feeling myself. It does get hard the repetition of it, but it's 1377 it says. Big enough. People don't want to see that much of me. I'm sure that whole display there was a little much. But I've said it's my channel. Unsubscribe if you won't. Someone just did, I'm sure. They do that. I can't please them all. Who am I gonna gain today? How can I gain your love? Okay. God, if you could put the Halo 3 needler in CE. See, look, Katie, if you are watching, look very closely. On top of the Magnum, on top of the slide, which is the part that loads the bullet in, and then, yeah. It says the number 7 in, it's either Japanese or Korean. It's on the gray part. You're the expert.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound.
I'm just talking to myself.
You know our motto. We deliver.
My hips are gyrating, people.
Entropy. It has now been 3,000 years since my last contact with any of the other caretakers of the Halo array. Despite clear communications protocol, my fellow monitors have either chosen to ignore, or, more likely, have lost the ability to engage in our scheduled updates. The continued lapse of the domain means that we are stuck with achingly slow wormhole superluminal communications. Prior to this total communication shutdown, the only messages I received in the preceding 4,573 years were incomplete and quite perplexing transmissions from Installation 05. I suspected that Monitor 2401 Penitent Tangent was not functioning correctly for some time before his messages ceased. I have logged my concerns about his ability to perform his duties. At this point, however, I'm not sure who I follow most.
I haven't played this terminal yet in this stream.
There are fail-safes for this, I know.
Play it once.
I hope they work. I will continue to visit the projection systems at the assigned dates.
This is, I agree with Mole Man, this is one of the greater terminals
or unexpected system failures.
there is. I think Halo 2 and Halo 4 has the best terminals.
Indeed.
2 and Halo 4.
In the meantime, I have exhausted all scheduled research activities assigned by the Council. Once those experiments were complete, I shut down all
God, that
Sentinel functions
Squatch
and
soap
put
I've been
myself
using
into a state
instead of the
significant hibernation to measure performance of the installation
liquid soap.
with
I
negligible
switched hand. I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use a bar for my hand soap. It's just me right now using the. My soft hands are extra
150 years
soft.
with no noticeable impact upon installation systems or integrity. Even in hibernation, I became bored. This was quite troubling, as I was led to believe I was not capable of such a state. This
Fresh
was one of
fall
the gifts I was promised.
hands.
An end to strife.
An egg.
I am
Is that what
aware
he
of
said?
the dangers of a system such as myself losing operational focus. Quite troubling. I wonder if my fellow monitors are experiencing similar states, or if this is because of my particular
is
path to this installation. For amusement, I have begun a series of experiments involving the evacuation of all matter from contained sections of my installation.
Ah. Blue team.
By measuring the geologic effects of
Fight me.
exposure to the
Blue
magnetic
team is
fields
the goat
and
of the
eventual
Spartan
biological
2s.
recovery of these sections,
I mean,
I anticipate getting
I think
valuable
most people would
insight
agree with
into
that,
emergency
because
response scenarios in case of
our boy Master Chief is in it, so. However, reading about some of the other ones, Gray Team, Omega Team, Black Team, Red Team, is pretty interesting. I was going through that a bit earlier. Alright. Mudda. Kill. I'm just going to, ahead of time, Magnum holds 120. Let's go grab that extra magazine now. This is...
Okay,
It is
let's
such-
move out. Let's go
it gets
find
to
the
a
map room
point
that
where-
controls the location of Halo's control center.
Like, you know how to fight. You just have to be patient. Ammo management, health management. Like, either you can play or you can't. Can I play? Yes, obviously. Meaning well enough. Are you well enough suited? Are you capable of it? And then it comes down to finite detail. Like right there, I'm just gonna let him eat that. And he lost his shield, but still alive. See, they'll take you real quick, man. I lost my shield. He was still alive, took me right down to 1 red, almost killed me. Fortunately, there's... Actually, I will save those. Watch this. It's gonna take more time, but trust me, I want to save those 2 because they're more easily accessible. I can't imagine I'll need two more health packs. I'll need 1 more, possibly. Possibly. But you just have to... You get to a point where do you want to win or not, and it's about chess, not checkers. You just have to make the smartest fucking move. Also, by coming back down here, I can use the pistol ammo that's here, and AR right there. See? Bada bing. It seems like, oh, I don't want to run that far back or whatever the fuck. Like, dude, you're not playing for score. You're not playing for time. Where are my daggone eye drops? Here they are. You're playing for Deathless. You're playing Iron. You're playing to live. And you gotta live a long time. Silent Cartographer is an absolute heap of different settings, scenarios that either get dumped upon you or you have to directly drive yourself into. And I think the first run the other night I got about 80%, 85. There was another run I had where I got this about the same, so there's very little left to be discovered. It's been about how do I nail this down? See there, you think, oh Corey, why aren't you grabbing that overshield? Because I don't need it yet. I can kill these guys without needing to grab it. I want it to be full when I go into that build. I could. There's 3 more that are going to be at the front here, but I want to preserve them. They're resources. You would almost never play Halo this way. Like, if you allowed me even 1 death, I wouldn't do half of these things. It serves the patient one. I would say half or more of my deaths have come down to either me being impatient in general or even just a moment of it. Impatient. Ooh, hiding behind my cypress. Oh yeah, that's sleeping time. Nope, see, that was a little bit of impatience. I ran out. I was about to commit there. Good thing I didn't. Now watch what we can do. Since that's clean. And look, there's players that are better than me that would not need to. I'm sure once I beat this and I've done a Deathless, if I were to do it again, I could do it a lot more confidently and whatever. But first try, first time getting it done, we're gonna play our pieces on the board as smart as we can. Now I can advance, knowing that there's 3 more overshields ahead. There's 1 more back there, including 2 health packs. Like we just want a resource stack. Oh my. See, they barely winged me. Let's keep it that way. Okay. Katie, what you said about the Spec Ops elites, definitely true. They die very easily. They don't have armor, like a normal elite. However, they're extremely lethal. Look at that jump. Oh, why am I not getting it the first time? Okay, it's gotta be the second one. Let's see if I can lure. Yep. Yep. I think, is it the second one I can get into? Oh! That is tricky. Halo CE jumping it's just not as refined as 2 and 3. They really... It's alright. It's alright. We just need to not die. See, not having grenades here. I need to remember not to waste them on the hunties. If at all possible. There, sit. Okay. Okay. I don't have... Interesting. This is kind of a conundrum. I don't... I have a very low overshield. And I don't have a grenade to take it down to go get a new one.
This isn't the map room.
So I have to fight Spec Ops
This is a
boys here
security override
with...
station for the main facility, located somewhere else on this island. Shut
Plus,
the system
I
down
should be
so
able
the
to take
Covenant
out the
won't be
Spec
able
Ops
to lock
boys
us out.
without...
We should now have access to the main facility. Let's
Yeah,
find
if
the
I
map
can't
room.
do that at this point. Alright, let me use the restroom right quick before you get these boys. Oh my god, Tank. You're such a goofy boy. You're a cute boy. Got the whole... My dick is in the air. You opened the window. You gave me some sun. I appreciate the positioning. You're welcome, Kit. I love you too. Holy crap. Look who's here. That is horse shit. It's horse poop as well. Speaking of horses, I'm going to watch horses race this evening with my dad. I hope you're not gone already. But if you are, I guess bummer. But yes, that six days is always, it's more than 5, it's less than 7. It's one too many, quote unquote, Henry Ford. No, I'm just on the, I guess it's technically the 3rd run because I had a stupid death on the 2nd one, but first run was real good. We're gonna get it here. I was just talking about some of the resource management for a first-person shooter that this mission requires. Like particularly for Halo.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire
It's
and
good to see you,
losing
Azzy.
altitude.
Understood. We're on our way.
Tell me you love me. No nades. Remember, Corey. Okay, for Spec Ops Elites, they're not exactly genius in the first one. If you're a Spec Ops Elite, you should be smart enough to come around the corner, know that my shield's down, rip my fucking head off. Okay, let's just use our backpack reloading here. Be smart. My shooting's a little off. See, people are like, oh, Halo has aim assist and this and that. It's very weak in the first game. And in my opinion, in general. That's Call of Duty you're talking about. I knew he would. Ooh, there's one more. That was risky business. I want to grab those nades. Fuck you. Okay. Got no pissy ammo. It's okay. We know what to do. Up, left, round, corner. Azzy, appreciate you popping in. Okay. Look, there's 3 of them here. I can use them all day.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Tana. Oh my lord. Fuck, bro. I'm done. No. Alright, I am in a forced fight situation. I am in a forced fight situation. It's okay. We got more ogres. I needed the ammo. There's plenty of it. It's okay. There's also more OB down there that I didn't use. Yep. See, this is exactly what I was talking about, man. Look. This is... What smart level design, though? Seriously. Like, they plan for the player that takes the very smart route that I did of going left, the one that Mole Man and I worked on, so that if you do come back and do what I did to get more ammo, they got something waiting on you. So that you still have to work for it. It's such... Bungie did such a good job with this game. It's... You can be the strictest game critic ever, and if you don't give Halo Combat Evolved a 10, suck on something of mine. Maybe a pinky finger. I don't know. You decide. But do indeed. You just gotta be crazy. Again, considering the time as well. Like, that... Obviously, if someone spat out this game today, it would be lackluster in the graphic department. Here. And that stuff. But just... The gameplay, it's on... The design, the ideas in it, it's just unfuckwittable. Why is it that sometimes I get almost no damage, sometimes takes half or more of my OB? It's frustrating. No, I'm not letting him do it. I'm hiding behind Cypress. No! I will hide behind Cypress. I see the 3 on right. 3 on left. 3 on left. 3 on left. 3 on left. 3 on right. 2. Uno. 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 No. Was that it? I don't have trust. Trust is low on you boys. Okay. Good, good, good. Over half. Let's keep it, though. Let's keep it, boys. Really? 69. Go. Nice! I came to fuck and make babies. I don't have any children. I got things to do. Make babies. Make babies in my tiger stripes. I'm a childless man in his 30s. They say that's the biggest red flag of them all. And I appear to have leprosy. You love me, don't you, Tank? Yeah, you stained looking softball. I say softball because you have gotten too pudgy to be a baseball, sir. Don't worry, I didn't forget. You have gotten just too big to be a baseball. You've definitely gotten bigger. You're gonna be on the littler of the kitties. Oh, I didn't want that. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. What the f... I'm trying to remember their positioning. God, they shoot that thing fast. Dude. What do you need? What do you need? 117. Alright. No OV. And I don't want to get owned here, so I'm gonna get out.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the Silent Cartographer is somewhere inside that.
Yes! 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 Dude. No shit. All rockets on deck. No nades, so that is a thing. Alright, ammo's getting... Okay. Correctamundo, the M6D, and it looks like kind of a weird looking T, if I remember correctly. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. The magazine does indeed have something stamped on it, too. Yeah, good call. The M6D pistol. Far and away, your mother's motherfucker of pistols. It rules! The mic's over there. This bad boy. I'm thumbing it. Though, what is it? And then the Halo 2 one is the M6C. PDW M6D. PDWS is the Halo Uno. Yeah, see, I'm not folding these pages. I often want to, because I'm like a kid. But no. Here, watch. Suboxone strip bookmark. How's that for trash? The whitest of. Oh, I gotta bring that little mini air conditioning I bought up in here. Use that shit. So perfect for this room. It's not really an air conditioning. It's like a fan that is completely ionized, but it's portable and... Oh my god, I didn't die. Oh my god, I didn't die. What do I get for talking? Oh, William. Blabbing about little fans. I'm gonna go grab that in just a second. That's dope though, because I can get this... Now I can get this Obi... See, this is in the fine details. Mole Man and I had talked about the risk-reward ratio of getting this and decided it was definitely worth it. I just didn't mean to completely fall off the cliff to get it. Somehow I didn't die though. Oh my god, full rockets. Wait, is there M6D Magnum? Sorry, I think we'll make it without the Magnum ammo. Actually, I think there's some up top, even. Oh my god, I thought that was an arm. Halo meets Resident Evil. Resident Corey. Oh, we're feeling good. Got a ton of elites to kill. Thank goodness. I think there's that one. Isn't there a little dispensary? Anybody? I'm talking to myself. I think there is one by Canterbury, technically. I think there is. And they have, like, the real shit. It's on Mystic's property. Although Mystic and Canterbury might be able to. I'm talking to myself. I need to shut the fuck up. Shut up and play. I'm getting there. This happened with Salvo. Nobody watched the win either. It's all good. It's recorded. As you'll watch it later. Someone will. I don't know who's watching right now. It says 3. I think Katie was watching earlier for a bit. Super strong. All right. Definitely so left of this. Alright. Say a little prayer here. I've really worked hard on this. Alright, ain't nothing to it but do. There's, I think, 5 in total. I had him slipping. Patient. I don't like this pistol situation, but... Okay. Save me a rocket there. Got 2 Plaz. Did I stick him? I did.
Covenant are putting up a real fight.
Fuck
The
yeah!
cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
Full health. Full shield. I could use more ammo. Shafted. Tell me about it. Oh, man. I'm looking at the radar. I know this room really well, but I'm just trying to remember the grunts more than anything. We got Pimp Limp up top, which, if I remember correctly, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh man, this is where it gets sweaty, dude. I do have grenades. Pimp Limp is still here. Nope. Got him. No. Wow, he's moving and moving. Got him. Double. Here's Pimp Limp. Save those cockets. Beauty. Dos. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where are you? Am I clear? Oh, should I needle shuffle? What? No, there's something. There's something. I'm not dropping in that. I just don't trust it. It could very well be a better approach. But I cannot have... No. This is what got me before, is this pit... Oh, there it is. Pistol ammo. Keep it quiet. Nobody's talking. Quiet. Okay. So what you can do is fall down here into these. Okay. Boy, that's risky business. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna use the things that have benefit written on them. There's a second. Wow. I could hear, I just timed him right. Oh my god. Bug. Yes! Invincible medal. Check. Hunters down. So I think what happens is if you drop in that space I was looking at, you land.
Full hammer to ground teams. You've got 2 enemy dropships coming in fast.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Negative. They're closing in too fast. Negative. Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Give him hell, Marine. We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map.
Ah, this is getting hairy. Yeah, it's... Remember your goal. Remember your goal. Then we will get Oscar another one. I don't think I went down last time. But I don't... This is the part of the level I sometimes get turned around. Hunting.
I see one.
Hunt them.
More here. He's everywhere.
Never stand in one place long in case they nade. Ovi. Overshield. Overshield. Oh my god. No, let me move. Let me move. Oh, I almost ran off the side. Thank you, Lord. Okay. I would kind of prefer the AR. To be honest. I'm gonna go back and get it. Because I feel like it's gonna be a better choice than the Needler for me. To stay with the combo that's kind of worked. And I feel like my focus is in a really good point. The Needler is phenomenal, obviously, for many reasons. It just shoots very slow in CE. And I'm in a very constrained area time-wise. Okay, where is this thing? Huh. I'm really, really close. There's a few more tough outings, but I'm just so close. Again, that's part of why I am so tippy-toeing. Appreciate everyone who's taking the time to watch on a afternoon. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed any of it. I know we're in a bit of a lull at the moment. I'm just trying to make sure I make it. Ooh, nades, we'll take that. Alright, well I must have... Okay. I cannot believe I missed both of those grenades. I'm wildly ashamed of myself. Got him. There. See? And got both. Of course, I stick one little tiny piece of an arm. Like a ridiculously good throw. But two of them wide open. I get so nervous that I underthrow and overthrow.
There.
But I
That
get
follow
one
arrow
little
should
piece of
activate
an
the
arm
map.
sticking out. And after talking a little shit to myself. Like this much and perfectly stick it. Like, I confuse myself sometimes.
Analyzing.
I honestly do.
Halo's control
I think
center
that
is
I
located
need,
there.
like...
That structure appears to be some sort of temple. or
It comes
shrine
from my
for
boxing
Deathless.
days. It just, the way I grew up. I have to have the shit kicked out of me a
A
little bit.
shrine is an unlikely place to put
I have
such
to have
significant
shit talk to me.
installation.
Cortana to Captain Keys.
You're too nice to me, I guess I don't do good.
The captain is dropped
Whatever.
out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've re-established contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the
That's
location.
hilarious. two wide open red boys. Two wide open majors. Miss. And then there's one of them that has just his forearm sticking out from a distance. Perfect stick. On the money. And it's so clean that he then runs out into the other one. Like the top. Double kill. Stick. Because in between I talked shit to myself and told myself how disappointed I was and this just can't be it and that's just not acceptable. And I suck in the... There's certain things I wouldn't say to myself, but is that definitely I definitely respond well to a... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. People are different, right? Oh, God, we're so close.
Control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Affirmative. Phone hammer out.
Alright. Be weapons conscious. Be weapons conscious. Here we go! This is not a good position. Okay, we're at zeros. We ran timeout. I want him out. Alright, we're at zeros. Don't care. I want to be alive. Alright. Time to get out. Who is with me? I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can do it. I know I can do this. Turn my headphones up. I know I can do it. Okay, plasma line. Book it. Okay. This is your... This is a situation here. A lot to figure out. Let's think about it. Okay, yes, plasma rifle. Let's put her to work. Let her be the dog she is in this game. I don't think I can fight these guys. I have to run through them and a couple of them out. No, I can't kill them all. No way. Okay. Plasma pistol. At least that way I can overcharge shields. That's what it is. I gotta let him reset. That makes sense. Reset, Magnum, switch, overcharge. So we're filing them down now. Yep. Yep. This is what we need. Yep. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. Oh my god. No! The same place I died before. But I fell off the side. What happens is the jackals don't actually stop coming. At least I don't think. They do at the bottom, but they don't stop up top. Alright, well, I've definitely got a stranglehold on it now.
The Covenant believe that what they call
I've
the
got
Silent
every single piece
Cartographer
of this figured
is
out.
somewhere under this island.
I literally just have to get out.
Cartographer is a map room that
To
will
the
lead
top.
us to Halo's control center.
So much of it
The island
feels
has
easy
multiple
now.
structures and installations. One
Like
of
it
them
really
contains
does.
the map room.
It's
We're
not.
close to the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out switch. Touchdown. Hit it, Marine.
I would say 80% of this feels easy at this point. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and then. Run it again.
The Covenant
We're gonna get
believe that
this.
what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out switch. Touchdown. Hit it, Marine.
Go, go, go!
Oh shit. That sucks. I'm like so damn close. I jump off the side. that perseverance got me a long way. And I felt really confident with the pieces I figured out there. Honestly, the hardest part is past me. Like, the things I have to figure out, the hardest parts are past me. The rest is easier. Like, that, I started to think to myself, as I was dealing with the jackals, I was like, wait a minute. There's parts in later Halo games where the enemies do not stop, no matter how many of them you kill. Like, it's designed for you're supposed to move. Like, you're just supposed to move on. But I don't really recall there being many, if any of those in CE, but I got to thinking to myself, I was like, wait a minute. As long as I clear the floor level, I've killed a ton of them, so even if I am wrong about this theory, I've cleared a bunch of them, so I just need to go around to the left, so I did. And I truthfully think they don't stop up top. You're just supposed to clear the floor level. And it is a very rare instance of this implemented in CE. They did it way more as you go into the later games. Because like, it was a pretty new technology or programming idea, what have you. Because I'm like, wait, like, I'm a crack shot. I'm a crack shot. I'm good with grenade. I'm a good player. Like, this is, and jackals are very hard opponents, and yet I'm crack. They're not. I need to just get the ground level, get a few up top, and then just go. Just go. Like, that's not. That's there to be it's there to do what it was doing to me, distracting me, lower my health, and go. It's all right. Do not take this slight pause as me thinking, I can't do it now. It's just... It's the frustration with myself. Although, to be very fair and clear, I challenge anybody watching this to do this. And you might be able to, but it's hard. Mole Man, it is great to see you. I was further than we've ever been by far, and almost all the way. Well, no, I was about exactly to the furthest point. Yeah, afternoon. I was up super early, super early, and I'm going to the racetrack later with my dad this evening. Might stream later tonight though too. Co-op. But I've got so much of it figured out, dude. Like, to a slick point. I just can't bring myself to, like, look up the speed running way and just... I have to full path it. It's awesome that you're in here. David was in here. As he stopped for a second. I think this is like one of the greatest Halo. It's like
Looks
top
like there is a path
5,
into the interior
6
of the island.
Halo missions by a mile. I really cranked the volume there. I am a deaf person. We'll see here. I got at least one, if not a few more. I got a few more deep runs, and I hope it's only one more. I really... Oh, Jesus. You should have seen that last one, dude. I was so efficient. Where is it? There it is. Yes. There. Now I can just collect my cash. It's been really cool to see that, like, people are coming in and watching, supporting on, like, a noon stream. At least like the regulars are. Like getting up in the chat, popping in, saying what's up. There was a long period of time where if I streamed now, it would take a while before it would after the stream to even get my watch hours back because they were so little that it would take YouTube a minute to calculate that it was like 9.6 or like 3.3. So it's I love being the late night guy. Don't get me wrong. I love being the late night guy. But it'd be kind of nice if they would be cool and let me be a couple days a week a daytime guy. Dude, if you got on Xbox, that would be so nice. That would be so nice. Because you and I co-op could, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Even co-op online. Like, I think it'd be fun to start just from, like, the rank of 0, so to speak, and 2v2. You know, you and I as a 2v2 team. Just see how good we can do. I know you and I are campaign guys. Like, we're old heads these days. Like, we're not, like, the best multiplayer dudes in the world anymore. Like, my best days are behind me by a mile. But it'd still be fun to document. And the fellas would help us and root us on. And we got Azzy. He kicks ass. And I need a rematch with him, by the way. I need like another couple weeks, month, and get into some multiplayer first, and then I want a rematch with him. But yeah, we got Azzy, and then there's Satan's baby girl. She can play. We got David when he's available. I want to get the 2 Christians back up in here more often. One of them has to drive a couple hours just to see his girlfriend, so I know that he's always driving cross state. Patience has been, dude, patience has been everything here. And I've been trying to just, like, enjoy it. And then when I hit resume, just remember exactly where I am, what I'm doing. And the objective. And the objective isn't to win, get it deathless. It's whatever the parameters are. I've memorized it so much at this point. And this is kind of a real gratitude stream. Because I know that you guys have different schedules and all this. I'm always streaming at weird times and shit. And you guys are awesome to come back and watch it when you can. I've noticed my watch hours for, even when it's not live and you guys come back and watch it later when you're able to, have gone up a ton. So I've wanted to try some harder stuff. Just get away from the storm for a bit. I've done it. I did it in practice. I'll come back and do it live. But, like, just get back to kind of being me instead of being all pissed off at this one thing. And being miserable and sucking for a month and, yeah, probably a good month straight. Or more. You have been mad helpful on this one, dude. I gotta remember to put Mole Man Nose on certain ones like this. Yeah, you need to get on Xbox. If I had the money, I would just, at this point, I would have been, I think I have the receipt down there somewhere for when I sent you pepper powder, and it has your address on it. I would have just been bought and sent you an Xbox by now. Like, here, shut up. You don't have an excuse. Like, Jesus Christ. I know you prefer your PC and stuff, but whatever it takes. Get a headset. Come back to the old school. You can even get one of these fancy, cool new controllers that they got these days. Because I know that you're like me. Like, we could play some multiplayer and stuff. We'd have fun with that. But it'd be so great if you and I could play campaign. You and I are campaign guys. God forbid we can get Azzy to play with us. The ones that he can play with us. We could probably lasso.
Area secure.
Affirmative.
And it gets reach and like one other.
Somebody order a warthog. You know
If he's on,
model.
yeah, he's on PC. He's on Pussy Computer version of Halo. No, I don't blame from anyone. See, even if I played, like, when I do get a PC, and I'm playing Halo on a PC, I'm still gonna use this controller that's in my hands. Like, I don't want to play Halo.
Okay, let's move out.
With a mouse and
Let's
keyboard.
go find the map room.
Even if it is
Location
beneficial.
of Halo's control center.
I used to play PC games. I totally know that it is easier. I just don't... I don't know, maybe it would grow on me. Maybe it would. Maybe I would hang up the controller. Especially if psoriatic arthritis gets worse for me or something. Although at that point, I feel like a keyboard would be just as bad. Why is... Jesus, I'm like... I just gave a patient speech. I'm about to lose it. I don't know. I feel like with a good controller, like the Valor Pro from Scuff, like you're not much behind a PC player in speed, or I guess that, you know, you can torque a mouse and stuff. Technically, if you're on a PC with a controller, you can change the speed of your thumbsticks. That was always a thing that some players used to do, was change the speed of their thumbsticks if you're good enough. But no, I think that this is my personal opinion. I think the day that Halo went from everyone can play on whatever, and that gets all mixed up into the same ranking, it's not really true anymore. I think there should be Xbox ranking, there should be PC ranking, there should be, let's say when it comes out on Nintendo Switch 2, there should be that ranking, and then there should be the agreed upon, like, social, where you can just play on whatever device you want. But ranking should always be separate, like, to whatever device you're on. Because it's too... Yeah. Yeah, you were telling me that I was gonna say, like, the problem isn't that you can't afford an Xbox or something. You have an Xbox One. What? It won't connect to your internet? I assume you've Googled this? I don't know, dude. Maybe there must be something wrong with that box or something. Like, that's something you'd have to Google. Like, I have no idea. I think I have my old, like, OG black, the BBC Xbox One. Surprised I haven't been left for it before by a gal. It's a girthy thing. It's out there somewhere. I don't got it. I think I have the cords too. I'd have to look and see if that has the same issue. I haven't heard anything about OG Xbox Ones just not connecting, so I don't know. Have you Googled this? Because that's what I'm saying. Security connection issue. See, I don't know what that means. Well, I know what security connection is to your, but why would your Xbox One, like, what is the security connection issue? What end is it on? I've never heard of an Xbox. Basically, I don't. Yeah. Sometimes I wish we could all get teleported back to Xbox 360s, but with the graphics of today. Well, and the controller of like right here, but basically the like that era of gaming and just the way we did it then. I think what the 360 did that was so genius was like the blade system and the dashboard. It was so. I remember when the PlayStation 3 came out, which keep in mind, the PlayStation 3, folks. I want some people to hear me. If they, I mean, if you're here, you probably like Halo, probably like Xbox. The PlayStation 3 came out an entire year later, and so they had like a lot of time to readjust some things and realize what was working great for Xbox and was a great idea, and versus what maybe wasn't working for. The points they had time to adjust, learn the market based on what was already out because the 360 came out a year earlier. And they introduced a PlayStation network and system, an OS, if you will, that was so inferior to the Xbox 360 for a gamer and interactive sense that to this day, I think it's the single biggest reason that when you talk about the prime of gaming, the Xbox 360 beat the PlayStation 3. And is why I would make the argument that the Xbox 360 is the single greatest gaming console of all time. It had the Red Rings of Death, which is the worst thing of all time. And Microsoft responded with the greatest response of a company of all time. So it's like I could do a whole video. I should do just lives sometime where I just talk about shit. Just have all my cliff notes. I write all the time about random crap. And anyway, I've always thought PlayStation, like, how did they fumble that so hard? How did they fail with a whole year, not just of Xbox Live, but of Xbox 360 Xbox Live, to not truly respond in a way? Don't get me wrong, PSN improved. It was almost non-existent with PS2 versus Xbox Live was its own thing. But with PlayStation 3, they should have had such a better response. I remember talking to my friends. If you were talking to if you were in high school when I graduated in 07. And if you're talking to your friends in 2006, 2007, they were PlayStation guys, about online gaming, their experience was so much less than yours as an Xbox person. And they knew it. Like, they knew it. They would go over to an Xbox friend's house and see, like, it, like, they knew it. Like, it was the one era where I remember, and this was the fierce era of fighting, too. They eventually admit, like, dude, you guys have just an online community that, like, it sucks. Like, I hate your shit. I hate your games. Fuck Halo. I like this. This is better. But, like, I just wish I had that kind of gaming. And they didn't. And then, of course, things have changed since and stuff. But that is what, to me, to a degree, where MCC was terrible when it launched 10 years ago, where it is now is so much better. Kind of represents that a bit. Yeah. 360, PS2. If I had to pick two off the top of my head, those are probably the two I'd name. Shout out to Tana. I need to send her the link to AWR at some point. Oh shit, that's right. Ouija. That's what I was Googling earlier. Ouija Mac. New EP with Sinister, which I got to see them perform like, I think it's just one or two of the songs off of, but very dope concept of two different rap styles. Ouija Mac and Sinister. What's the name of it? I do like to talk about music a little bit. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Ouija Mac fan. He's Chapter 17, baby. He is one of very few modern rap artists, even though he's probably a year or two older than me, in his upper 30s, if not, he's pushing up on 40. But newer, if you will, that I truly believe in. There's very few that I'll get behind these days. What is this thing called? It's called Came to Kill. Sinister and Ouija Mac. Official album. Came to Kill. It's 34 minutes and 30 something seconds. I'm looking on iTunes, see how much it is. It's only $9.99. I think I'll probably buy that. Game Boy Advance was good. I'm gonna disagree with you though. PSP, and Game Gear. PSP and Game Gear were the greatest handhelds by far. Not even fucking close. Game Boy Advance, I would give the bronze medal. Game Boy Advance is the bronze medal. Well, then you have no clue. Right, it is the GOAT. I could, so it was something that had removable memory before cell phones. It had a relatively high definition screen that played DVD quality movies before cell phones did any of that shit. It came out in like 05 or 06. Like before this was before the iPhone, dude. The boys and I used to call it the PlayStation Cornable, if you know what I mean. PSP. Because you could just load up that little SanDisk with movies of all kinds. You could buy UMD, Ultra Media Disc, DVDs for it. Hellboy was one of my favorites for it. The games for it actually played great. And the online community was better on that than PS2 by a mile. PS2 is barely existent. And better than some of the PS3 titles by a good bit. I used to play at my house on Wi-Fi on my PSP Fight Night Round 3, and I was in the top 10 in the world. I think the lowest I was 12, and top highest was top 3 of every weight class of Fight Night Round 3. I used to choose to play my PSP instead of a console. It was like a control, like Xbox. the PSP was the greatest. It's what the Switch 2 is trying to be. It's what the Switch 2 is attempting. We used to play our PSPs in the room no, that thing is goated. And for some reason, they came out with the Vita next, and they just botched it. And the biggest reason they botched it is they didn't come with titles. And they didn't come with the style and like everything that they put behind the PSP, like movies. Like the biggest, I was talking to Katie, I don't know, some weeks ago, and trying to, explain to her like how big of a deal that was to me, a teenage boy back in the day that like didn't have many friends. And the like two I did getting PSPs were like, yo, sharing movies like our little UMDs and watching Hellboy 18 times just because it's like, well, I have it. I don't have other shit. Like, this is before you could just have an app on your phone and watch whatever movie you wanted. You had 2-3 choices maybe. And then, oh, your friend got a new one. Cool, let's trade. Like that. It was a big deal. Now, as for the Game Gear, kind of similar in the sense, it played the highest level graphics console at the time in your hands. Okay? My mom and I, when like, before anybody knew what this shit was, in like the early mid-90s, so like 94, 93, 94, 95, and I would have anxiety attacks, and I like wasn't diagnosed yet. Nobody knew what this shit was back then. And I just like couldn't sleep. And my dad's like, why is our kid not fucking sleeping at 2 in the morning? Kids sleep then. My mom would lay with me on the couch and play Mrs. Pac-Man or Sonic with me. And what's the great thing about those two games? You can take turns with them. So you can have Sonic and Tails, or just take your turns with Sonic. Or Mrs. Pac-Man, you could have 2 Pac-Mans and just take turns. And we would do this until eventually my anxiety would come down, and sometimes it'd be 30, 40, 50 minutes. Sometimes it'd take 2-3 hours and take till 4 something in the morning for me to fall asleep. And I'd wake up in my bed. And that Game Gear, my mom would probably tell you, was a great device. And I'll give her credit. I remember a few times her and I got to like some of the super advanced levels in Pac-Man, getting to where you're getting way past the pretzel in Mrs. Pac-Man, getting to like level 17 and shit. Like, holy fuck, like we're both sitting up on the couch now. And it's like 4:25. Yeah, you have school tomorrow. Don't worry about it. You remember all your flags. It's fine. You're 4.5. I went to Montessori school. Game Gear. You know what's so crazy? I don't remember who bought me that though. I think it was probably my parents. But what I look back on now is how expensive the video games were. Like those cartridges were like for the Game Gear. My parents were dropping 50, 60 bucks. I mean, on some of them easily. And we're talking like 93, 94. Their teachers, principal, my dad. If not more for some of the brand new ones. No wonder they bought me those plastic cases to keep them in. They're probably like, fuck you, dude. That's like a cable bill. Like, many of them cost more than they do today. Like, now games are just starting to get to be where they used to. They got cheaper for the longest time for us. Folks our age. Me, you. Oh, I did get him. Oh my god, sit down. Boy, he was giving me a freaking romp. You know, the Metroid Prime games, I played 2 of them. One of them, so I never played GameCube very much at all. It's the system I've probably played the least of. Well, I haven't played Sega Saturn really at all, so not the least of, but there was one other I played a little bit on Game Boy, but let me, and it probably was Advance. But the point is, I never got into that series because it always seemed like Junior Halo to me. And there was another game. Oh, do you remember Mech Assault? That was one. I don't know. I don't hate Metroid. I just, it never, whatever purpose it served, there was always something else that was more attractive in its category to me. At least when I found out about it. Yeah, Mech Assault was a great Xbox game. Mech Assault was a rather big deal, too. It was one of the games that, you know, stretched out the Xbox. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I probably would. I like that kind of shit. Like, if you notice when I play Halo 4... Oh, what's it called? What's the... Help me out here, Mole Man. What's the mech thing called again? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue, damn it. Mole Man. The... Mantis. The Mantis. Thank you. I had my eyes closed. It came to me. Mantis, yes. That thing is really fun to use. Like, when you get a really good roll going, it's very entertaining. Alright, I gotta focus for a second here. I gotta keep myself... oh, I gotta watch time, too. I only got so much time. I gotta watch time. Save nades. Save nades. Save nades. Save nades. Yes, I really say things out loud to myself that often. It helps.
This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station for the main facility, located somewhere else on this island. Shut the system down so the Covenant won't be able to lock us out. We should now have access to the main facility. Let's find the map room.
Alright. God, thank God you're here, Mole.
Mayday! Mayday!
I need to be
Bravo
patient.
22 taking enemy fire. Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude.
Understood. We're on our way.
What? Double. Full nades. Top side. Alright, let's crack this back in half.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye
I've
out
got
for any
enough
cargo we
ammo.
can salvage.
No, I don't need to go back. See how many of these I can get. Oh. Damn it. That's on me. That was clean. Alright, there's another overshield coming up. We're getting this down pretty good. Oh, man. Nice. See if we can get this OV.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the Silent Cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Grunt it out. Yes. Oh, I'm in the blue. I got a almost full pistol, full rockets. In OV. These boys are dead. This is good running. This is good running. He's dropped. Come on, have that confidence. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Out. Cooking.
A real fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map.
He's moving and grooving, folks.
Let's keep going inside.
Oh, I'm gonna eat so many hot dogs at the fucking racetrack. Oh my god. I'm starving. Oh. Clean up here a little bit. Oh, I still got full red at least. Use the restroom right quick. Oh, this is good. Alright, kids, thanks for sticking with me on this afternoon. This has been a very fun one to do. The challenge of it, the different sequences of the level, the learning as I go, the great support I've gotten from friends, different people in the chat. It's been really fun to do this. It's been a healthy challenge. I appreciate all of you. No. No, 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 no. Stop it. Hold it forward. Come on. Don't let her in. Say all that shit is not true. It's just designed to hurt. Jackals first. Right. Give it. High risk, high reward. Oh, let him go out. Let him go out. Let him go out. That's insane. Boy kept running. Oh, he's begging me. Okay. Get a pistol in the costume and rocket. Not everything is gonna be perfect. Still got 2.
Full hammer to ground teams. You've got 2 enemy dropships coming in fast.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on
Yo,
sight.
Jackal, what's up?
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Oh, I feel you,
Negative.
brother.
They're closing in too fast. Negative.
I learned a lot.
You gotta find the cartographer.
I've learned a
We'll
lot,
keep 'em busy
dude.
as long as we can.
Give him hell, Marine.
We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map.
I've learned a lot. I learned a lot, dude. Jackal, I gotta do some of your people. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, I think. Ugh. That sucks. Nice. Good throw. No! Dude, that's just bitter. I've fallen off the
Revenant
map
believe
there
that what they call the
twice.
Silent
Not there,
Cartographer
but
is
like
somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
it rocket.
The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be
Unfortunately, I have to hang it up here because I gotta go to the ponies.
touchdown. Hit it, Marine.
I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself. Oh, you know me, guys. I'll get it. I'm right, like right. I'm so. Hey, Mole Man, I got a question. You know I can do it, right? I I was on. I'll do Halo 2 tonight with Satan's baby girl, and I'll come at this with fresh eyes, and I'll knock it right out of the park. I've just got, I've got it completely mastered, and right there's one last wedge, one last wall. There's no cry about it. There's nothing to. There's just you just got to figure it out. It's just there's a few tight spaces that you have to be very significantly cautious of surroundings. Oh, you better. I'm actually gonna ask Bryce to make me a new thumbnail for it. So I'm gonna get on that. Until later, AWR out. I'll have a new thumbnail for this. I appreciate you. I'm gonna have a new thumbnail for it. Chirp chirp to the racetrack. Deuces, love all of you. Seriously. If you enjoyed any of this, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Love all you.